Yes. Yes, you should. Nah, I'm kidding. So there is a couple arguments that I do think that you should keep in mind. One is carnival coins are very, very valuable. If you look at some of these LRs that are carnival exclusive, they are going to be very, very good down the line. Let's go ahead and look at something like Future Gohan. Let's say that you didn't pull Future Gohan and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna get him on his return banner when eventually that happens in half a year. Or if you're on the global side, it's gonna probably be 11 months, but or not 11 months, but it's gonna take a while. You guys know what I mean. So that is something to think about. Is Bulma is going to return on a gold coin banner when a unit EZAs, and you could use yellow coins on her. So you don't have to use the gold, or you don't have to use the teal coins on Bulma. If you are going to be using, if you are going to be wanting to pull one of these other LRs later down the line, and I would probably say S tier Future Gohan is the teal coin version of Bulma, and then Bulma's like the best, gold coin LR from now until the end of time. So that is something to think about. Like, if you don't want these options that are available right now, then I could say, or if you already pulled Future Gohan, for example, then I could say, yeah, go ahead and do Bulma, because that I feel like that team does have a lot of potential, and it's probably just going to be like outright the best in the game for quite a long time, But if you are a person who did not pull Future Gohan, if you are a person who did not pull Trunks at Monato's Flash, and you do want to get these units later down the line, I would say to wait, because as good as Bulma is, she's going to be returning sooner than later. And these units, when they do return, when Future Gohan and Future Trunks return, you probably want to have some coins left over for them too, And if you do have a stockpile of gold coins, like me, for example, I could just pull it up real quick. I, for example, have summoned on a couple of yellow coin banners. Go. Is it treasure? It is. So I have enough to potentially buy 3 copies. So it's just like, I would say, like, if you have a good amount of yellow coins, and yellow coins are 100% not as valuable as carnival, then I would just wait. But I went ahead, and that's my link level team. I went ahead and bought Bulma. So we'll go ahead and showcase, or I'll find the team, because I'm pretty sure. I already went ahead and bought Bulma, and I'm gonna kind of show her how she looks like without being, or with being on one of the best teams, I would say, which is the Future Saga team or the Super Saiyan Blues team, and then having her as kind of like a support on the second rotation. I don't have her link 10. I was unfortunately not able to link 10 her in time for the video, but at the same time, if we look at a couple of these links, a lot of it does not matter unless you're running tech Piccolo, like Brainiacs, who's you going to be linking up with, who's not going to be linking up with. The only thing that really matters is Fierce Battle and Legendary Power, but if I can click on it, oh come on, that's 3 times in a row. There we go. So like, these are the ones that truly are the only things that matter, but I feel like her support is more so what you're going to be looking at, rather than her offense or even defense, for example, because that is just going to be completely fine. But let's go ahead and just hop right into it, and then we could kind of just discuss as time goes on. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, I'll put the skip animations on the later portion, or I'm going to put it for this one, and then once we actually get Bulma, I'll put her intro up. This sucks. Yeah, this sucks a lot. I forgot to put that intros. Whatever. I'm sure you guys have found enough of it. Something to keep in mind as well is Bulma is a unit that gets better over time, I would say, from turn 1 through 7, and then 7 is like her peak, right? Look at all of the hardest content in the game right now. We have Goku Black, we have Zamasu, we have Vegito Blue, and what are all of these? One to two phase fights. So, and like Omega is up there too, but even then I would say he's probably like a 7 to 8, you know, somewhere around that range. But a lot of these events are just done by the time that you get to that final phases. It's just like turn 4, turn 5 that you're getting to that final phase. So this is going to be a little bit more helpful as well, I would say, because we're at, ooh, please dodge, please dodge, please dodge, please dodge, please dodge, please dodge, please dodge. No. Oh, that's all of our HP gone. But yeah, that is something that she's going to age well in, is just having basically all of that help with all of these new stages being just the way that they are. We'll do this. But yeah, like I said, every single time it's just going to be legendary power fierce battle. There's not really anything we can do about that. Remember, she has guard here. She's going to get 7% damage reduction for every turn, but it's only 7 for every time that she appears. It's not like 7 for every time that every turn that passes. So yeah. Okay, we're fine. 4 million attack stat. It is what it is. Remember though, she raises her attack and defense with each super, so. Damn, 9 million? Well, that's like barely anything, so. Okay. But yeah, Bulma has like one of the biggest passes for her time. So she greatly raises her attack and defense for 1 turn on both her 18 key and 12 key. She gets an additional attack at 7 key spheres or more. Then she gives the all allies key +3 and attack and defense 37% for 2 turns when obtaining 5 or more key spheres. She's getting 17% attack and defense per key sphere obtained. Like I said, she gets the 7% damage reduction at the start of each turn that she appears on. Man, I'll just be honest. Yajirobe kind of like threw for us there, because this is horrible. Like, being at this HP is just, it's literally all his fault. Okay. She's basically, she has so much key in her passive as well. She gets 3 key for 7 turns, and then that's where she gets the guard as well for the 7 turns. Then she just gets 4 key automatically, which I guess if you want to think about it, it like kind of swaps out that passive, because the all allies key +3 in attack and defense 37% does not apply to her. It's only for allies. It's not for, it's self-excluded. So I just realized I put Esther Gogeta in 2nd slot, and we might just be dead. Yeah, that was not the right play. Whatever, we could just go back into it. It's all Yajirobe's fault, literally. Oh, and if you are asking, or if you're wondering why I am not doing Future Gohan on the team, I'm gonna keep that for a separate video, because I feel like having that could be its own thing, just kind of showing how they look. Both SCR number 1 and number 2 units in the game. All right, this should be a lot better. A lot better. So yeah, she has 270k defense, right? Remember, we just got 7 or more key spheres, so she's gonna get the 2 super attacks guaranteed. So she'll be at 540k defense with guard and 7% damage reduction. That gets a little bit better each turn. say all you want about like 7% not mattering, and I can agree that 7% doesn't matter too much. However, something to keep in mind, thank you, something to keep in mind is that it's getting a little bit better each turn. So 7% this turn, 14% the next time she shows up, 20%, 35%. You get the idea. The only thing I will say is something you won't see too often is her active skill is pretty good, but the condition is not. Starting from the 7th turn, she will make it where every single person on that rotation will get Ki +7, attacking defense 17%, and type effective against all types for 1 turn. Oh yeah, and then she also changes every single key sphere on the board to STR. So that's pretty good too. But like I said, a lot of these fights are working against all of these passive skills or active skills that proc around that time. Because how are you lasting that long? Don't get me wrong, like it definitely could happen, and it's definitely like a fight ender. But with the new future Gohan, for example, turn 5, everything's probably dying. And if it doesn't die on turn 5, it's 100% dying on turn 6. Especially if you're running 2 future Gohans, like both crit active skills, 30% extra damage to everything, you know? Like that counts as support, you know? Well, 30% extra damage to extreme class enemies, but yeah. But it doesn't make her active skill like completely worthless, because we'll probably get it here, I would assume. Because we're only on the first phase, and then if the second phase takes maybe like 3 turns, could happen. We'll see. Remember, she does need to get 7 key spheres to get that second super attack. It's not something you have to get, but it does help her, you know, stay a little bit in a better range. So I'm just trying to think of like what to do. We are going to get a lot of key support from just about everybody, Yajirobe included. So we'll keep all of those blue key spheres for later. I'd like to mention, because I did forget at the beginning, she's only on the 150% part of the passive, so us getting as high as we are with the defense and all of that, it is very good for not even being on the full, you know, leader skill, basically. We're on the secondary part of the leader skill, and Bulma's still cooking. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why I am not going up against Zamasu like I have been doing for most of these, unfortunately the event is currently down because they're adding new stages soon. So I'm pretty sure it's tonight. So I'll probably do a video like how I usually do, where I take in units that you could coin. I don't know if I'll do Bulma, but I wouldn't mind if I was able to. It is part of the coin series, but I know that some people are a little hesitant on doing, you know, coins and all that, because of the reasons like I said. If you genuinely want to save those coins for something later on, it's completely understandable. I say we float off God Goku here, as much as I don't want to. I really don't like floating off him, but I'll let the Tech Vegeta Blue cook. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I just made a major misplay here. Because Vegeta Blue is no way in hell transforming next turn that he appears in. I guess best case scenario, we can get Omega, because he's gonna die this turn for sure. We can get physical Omega down by 50% HP, and we could pop Vegeta Blue's active skill, stick him in the first slot, and then just pray. But we'll see. Oh, my full dodge gods. I love you. Don't forget as well, I forgot to mention, Bulma has auto crits, or not auto crits, but she has a high chance to crit on her 18 key. So it's just like, you really do want to build this unit either dodge if you're thinking about putting it in the first slot, because I will say that a lot of these bosses do hit very, very hard now, that sticking her in the first slot is no longer viable. Unless you're going up against Sin or Omega like how we're doing, but going against Zamasu and Rose might be a little bit of a stretch, I would say. But yeah, putting her in the second slot and then going full additional could definitely help. But I feel like we have to do this, and then we either dodge or we die. Such is the way of the game. Oh no. Alright, let's reset the turn, because I'd rather get the 3 key support rather than giving all of them the key spheres. Man. I really wish we weren't put in this situation where we have to dodge just because Vegeta Blue couldn't, you know, get his stuff off. But it really is what it is. We have to get 5 key spheres. We got 8. We're good. Whatever, we'll just do this over here. Please dodge, please dodge, please dodge, please dodge, please dodge. Oh, okay. There's a lot of group attacks in the first slot, though. Yeah, see, even Bulma's taking damage. But again, she's in the 150% leader skill, and all she has is guard. She'll get a massive increase in defense post super. Literally doubling, so. That scared me so much. I thought that was a super attack against us. Oh! Oh, my life flashed before my eyes. Alright. 4 million. I don't really expect this character to be offensive, and again, we're not even Link 10. There's no links that we have active other than Fierce Battle Legendary Power, so it makes sense that we're not just hitting these huge attack stat numbers and all that. Even then, with Link 10, I really doubt it would be like that big of an increase. And keep in mind, this is like Bulma's a perfect slot 3 unit. The only thing is that she's a little bit orb dependent because she does need 5 key spheres, bare minimum, and then 7 key spheres is like her best case scenario, you know. Also, we have lost. Yeah, we lost. Yajirobe has thrown again. He does this every time. Damn. That is something to think about, though. Like, we have so much support, and Yajirobe is just procced as well. Like, it does help. It does help. Oh! He hit in potential dodges twice. I did put max dodge equipment into him, though, so it makes sense. It's a small chance, sliver of a chance we live this. We'd have to dodge this super again. Dude, are we in this exact same situation? If he does a super right after this, then we got the three super attacks and then the super right after. Don't super, don't dodge. Come on, man. Yeah. Man. All right. Whatever. We saw what we needed to see. It's not. It wasn't Bulma's fault. Here, let me just swap. But that, like, out of all of the units that we've seen in recent times that are support, she's easily the best. Like, I don't even think that's a hot take to say. If we look at other units, let's go ahead and look at all of the future saga units that just got easy A's or just released that also support. Str Mai. She needs to double super, and even then she can die to big supers, but she'll tank normals 100% as the after she double supers. And if she only single supers, she is 100% completely liable because she needs that defense from doing the second super, as well as the damage reduction from doing the second super. Into my dodge or die character, physical Gowasu and Zamasu, dodge or die character. You look at this Bulma, and if you look at the things that she needs to survive, which is supering first, or that's basically it. Or you could say the getting the 5 key spheres to get the full support, or get the support, I should say. She's fine. That's probably the only, I guess, issue you could say with her, is that she needs to get 5 key spheres. But the trade-off is that she gives 3 key and the support, the 37% attack and defense support to the entire rotation. So it's just like, why would you not take that? I would take that any day compared to having to give a little bit more key spheres. We already saw it. I was put in a situation where I could have not given Bulma the orbs, but then I reset the rotations, or reset the app. I gave Bulma the support, and we were basically in this exact same position that we were at the start. Her also orb changing helps that, because she changes key spheres of a random type, STR excluded, to Rainbow. Rainbow is the best orb changing you could get. Like, easily. She can be a little bit susceptible to the AoEs, like we saw, where she was taking like a little bit of damage, but it's literally not an issue. And the fact that she's getting damage reduction, so she's getting stronger throughout the fight, as well as her being completely fine against normals because she's guarding, she's just really good. But again, the main thing you have to think about here is, are you okay with using teal coins on her? I have a stockpile of gold coins. I don't know if you guys do, because there's been a lot of hit and miss cards with gold coins, right? So you really need to think about that before you go, oh, Bulma, shiny unit, I must grab. Like, you really have to think about that. If you are like me and I'm just buying 1 copy right now, and I'll maybe buy some dupes later on, then that's completely fine. I would say that she's fine at 55%, and her getting more dupes is more so just for getting the additional attacks, so that way you can, you know, just have it where maybe if you even putting dodge in, I would definitely say to just put additionals in, because she's completely fine as of right now defensively. But yeah, this unit is very good. I don't think that's a hot take to say for sure. But yeah, and we saw in the thing, we were hitting attack stats and defense stats that we usually don't see. Sword of Hope Trunks was like hitting 9.7 million with barely any linking partners. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys buying Bulma with coins? I know that some people don't like Bulma, so they're just completely skipping her. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Did you guys decide to buy Bulma with coins? Are you waiting for her to come back as a gold coin first? Or are you just like, you know what, I'll just pick up 1 copy like I am? Leave a comment, leave a like if you liked the video, leave a dislike if you didn't like it. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.